Good morning or evening, friends. I hope everybody's doing okay. Alright. This is where we are. I did a stream yesterday. Ran about 5 hours. Well, let me stop. I tried to do a stream yesterday. It was going to run about 5 hours. When the stream would not allow me to stream because my internet sucked, I decided, you know what? Let's not fight it. Let's not force it. We don't need to do that. And instead, I just videotaped or recorded it. So I was gonna drop the recording and everything, and it's taking forever because it's 5 hours. And I think it's up to 26%. So I was gonna try to stream and potentially finish Last of Us today, Last of Us Part 2 today. But because of how slow it's going, I just don't think I'm gonna do it today. I'm just gonna let it go. It's at like 26%. It's been going almost all day. I'm just gonna let it go. If it doesn't work this time, I'm gonna split it into 2 parts and then do each part. But because of that, we can finally get this done. I'm not gonna use this variation, even though I love it. We're going to talk about my girl Sheeva. Let's not pick on anybody intentionally. Oh, but Garrus, I hate. Let's go to the Soul Chamber. I like the Soul Chamber. It's Soli. Done everybody else. Sheeva is the last. I thought I'd already done this, actually. I was wrong. I have not done this just yet. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look, 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 look. Okay. This is Sheeva. She is a bane to many people right now. She should not be. She's not that hard. She's not that difficult. Most people are mad at this. All 100 damage of it. We're that. All 100 damage of it. But you know, it's fine. I get it. Because this is unblockable. And this is unblockable. And you got a lot of unblockable things. Look at that. I can miss you on purpose. So we're going to take a look at it. We're going to go into Sheeva. Talk about combos, specials, moves, all that kind of stuff. Alright. There you go. Alright. Step 1. Let's talk about these normals and whatnot, yo. These are basic. Punch, punch, punch. 20 damage, not bad. Or 2%. I'll need 50 of these, and I'm good. This is a combo starter. It's a mid. It's pretty fast. Not super fast, but it's pretty fast. I think it's 13 frames, 12 frames, something like that. The other one is, what, 6 frames? 8. 8 frame startup. Okay. And that one's 12. That leads into this, but we'll get into that later. You also have one of my favorite that I always forget to use, the shield swipe. Good 50 damage, 5%, and it does have that range. Also leads into that as a combo. Then we have the low, but who cares about that? The low is 7 frames, I think? 7, yeah. Cannot be canceled in special moves with flawless block, which means it can if it's not. Yeah, okay. Alright, so then you have your shoes, your back punches. Oh wait, that's the jumping. You have your back punches. To be honest, you ain't really tripping. This is 2 hits off 1 button. This is what you're going to be using most time. And of course the uppercut, which is not great. It is an uppercut. See this? A little bit closer to what you need. But it's not super great. If you're in this particular variation, she's got a move for jumping. Much better anti-air move, but you know. Back kicks. This does lift you off your feet. Got your sweep. Leads into a combo with the... I think this is a 13 frame mid. 10 frame mid. 10 frame mid. Is it? Huh. Learn something new every day. Okay. 10 frame mid, 30 damage though. Good gravy. A little bit more than this. Also, this is something I use way too much because I'm used to it being good with so many other characters. This is not very good. slow. The range is deceptive, but not necessarily in a good way. It's not bad. It's not what I want. And nice little jump kick. Then you have super kick. Shawn Michaels. Sweet chin music. Back kick leads into this very nice string, which is, if you didn't catch, an overhead. And that's what you do when people are blocking a lot. You want to kind of keep them mixed up, and then you. If they block, crouch block a lot. This does, the forward 3 does give a lift, which is better than this one because it's much easier to combo. This gets you too far and doesn't give you enough launch. This, oops, lets you do all sorts of goodness. So, forward 3 is actually a viable thing and can be comboed off of itself, I think. Let's see. Let me try this. No, I can't remember how to do it. Try one more time. I don't remember how to do it. You can combo off that though. Wait. You have to believe me. Okay, is it this? No? Okay. There's a combo between this. I just can't figure it out right now. Either way. Combos. That's the back. Here's the down. Down 3 is probably the shortest down 3 in the game. Yeah, it's only 10%. It's got to be fast though, right? 10%? 8. That's not very good at all. Why that's there? That sucks. Alright. So, crushing blows. Let's take a look at those. A lot of cannot be comboed if, you know, flawless blocked. So this, if you're blocking a low or high attack, or if you're countering a low or high attack, you get a crushing blow with the stomp, which we'll get to. Okay. AI option. Practice option. Easy crushing blow. So it looks like this. Almost 300% off just this. Instead of the normal 120. So you get 170 more percent just from that. That only works if you are countering a low attack though. That's not bad at all. That would be great. Anyway, that's the only one she gets though. That and the standard uppercut, which everybody has. Throws. She's got some of the longest throws in the game, and I love her for it. Ta-da! But her throws do not have crushing blows, if I recall correctly. Yeah. So the only way you're really getting a good crushing blow with a basic is probably going to be the show couldn't stop. Yeah, just is what it is. So her normals are good, not fantastic, but they're pretty good. I mean, you can make them work. You can make anything work. Let's take all right. Variation 1. This is probably the variation I find myself in more often than not. It's not to say that this is the best variation, it's just a really solid one. Oh, I guess I should have done this first. Let's talk about these, let's talk about the combos first. First and foremost, into that. 1, 2. 1, 2, and 3. The 1, 2 is cancelable. Ta-da! It's relatively fast starter too. 11 frame startup. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it keeps the opponents on their toes, and it comes from your fastest normal. Or one of your fastest normals, so. Not bad. Then you have what I use a lot. Quick mid. It's a quick mid, so they have to deal with it. Followed by 1-2. It is a dial a combo, so you do have to hit the two back punches, or the 2-2s, twice. It can be followed with a punch. Ta-da! I think you can combo that. But if nothing else, you can do this. It does set up for other things. So, the main problem with it is that it goes too far. It pushes your opponent very far. But you recover pretty quick, and you can get in there pretty quick. So don't fret too much. It's not a bad string. The best part of the string, though, is the first 2 hits are the first 3 hits are cancelable. Into all of her, almost all of her specials. Next we have the Centurion. Same thing as last time. Really good starter with this, because you can cover a pretty good distance. Like from start, you're hitting. A step behind start, you're missing. But from start, you get a hit into a combo. So it's not bad, and it's only 1 hit for a lot of combos. So if you have something that you want to do, you get a little extra oomph, because you're not going to get as much combo damage degrading as time goes down. Not bad. Only problem with the second hit is that, while pretty good, that's pretty good. It's a 70 on it's a 70 mid, but it knocks your opponent away, and that's not always what you want to do. Particularly with Sheeva, this variation, knocking your opponent away, is not quite that bad, but in a lot of variations, you still got to close that distance. And again, you can get there. It's just, so with 1 dash, you're in threat range. You got to keep it in mind. Then you have my personal favorite, high overhead. Now the high sucks because people will duck it. Overhead works just fine. And it allows comboable. And it's up. And you can combo most of the moves, so you really don't have to worry about what you're doing. You only run it twice in a row, though. Hang on. In the same combo. Actually, I think you can run it twice. Yeah, you just can't run that combo part again. There are other things I think you can do with it. And you can end it up with a nice little mid punch. Push your opponent away. Again. This is a nice little string here. 1, 2. Second hit's overhead. Follow it with a dial a combo with 2 1s, or 2 front punches. And you can end it, I think, with a kick or a punch. Nope, just a punch. But it's also cancelable. I will say this, a lot of people, for whatever reason, don't anticipate you're going to get all those hits in. So you catch a lot of people sleeping right there. The key to this is taking your time and not doing too much with speed, because a lot of times I accidentally hit the back punch or 2 twice, and it ruins your combo. You have to be precise with that. Ta-da! That's 200 damage. Not bad. You have this. Back off! And it's and it just does more damage. but it also knocks away. That's one of the things that sucks with a lot of Sheeva stuff is it knocks away, and she's far more effective in close. And you got these knees from that fastest mid right there, 10 frame mid, and you can finish it up with a kick. Again, knocking your opponent back. Has pretty good recovery though. Maybe not as good as I thought. Good on block though. It's hard. It's pretty difficult to punish. It basically puts you in neutral on block. Yeah, recovery's not as good on this stuff on the list. Okay. So that's the combos. Most of what I found to use in is 2-1, back 1, 2-2, back 2, 1-1. Those are the biggest ones. So, particularly 2-1, because there are a lot of moves that she has in a couple different variations that don't work well without the opponent either being crouched or in the air. In there. So, those are the combos that's probably best to look out for, or for which it is best. All right, now let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's get the variations. Let's talk first about Sheeva standard moves. First standard move is Fireball. It's great. The high, so on and so forth. If you burn the meter, it becomes a mid, I believe. And it does more damage, and you get a knockdown. So, it does make your opponent go back, but you can kind of work with that. So, second is the stomp. Is it called the stomp, or what is it called? Dragon drop. Now the dragon drop, even though it looks like it's equipable, it's not. That is a standard move, the dragon drop, but you get, in this variation, you get all the dragon drop changes. So I can stomp you, I can direct it a little bit more. So if every time you do a stomp, your opponent dodges out of it. Find out what direction they're dodging and adjust that way. You can also amplify the stomp for a little extra damage. Standard. And that works out okay. As you can see, I meant it when I said a little extra damage. You get a half of the damage that you already did. Not bad. It's unblockable. It chases people around the screen. That helps. You can do... Let me see. What's the delay? L2, that's it. So this is standard. This is delay. See that little half a second more? Make them think, make them wonder if you're coming. And if they're like to dash, sometimes they'll dash a little too soon. So just keep that in mind. Now this does have a crushing blow that I find very useful. All you would do 2 in a row. The next time you have to amplify it for the crushing blow. But it does do massive damage. 120 more damage. So, just pretty something to think about when you're setting your traps. It behooves you to not miss these stomps. Now, those are the standard moves in this variation. Oh, I'm sorry. Untamed Fury is also a standard move. 1, 2, 1, 2. Not a lot of damage. You can do this with the amplify and give it a little bit more. That was 158.50. I don't know. I want to say it applies bleed if you amplify. Yeah. The bleed actually just does a little more damage, but it's relying upon your opponent moving. If they stand there and block, you're not getting anything. If they throw out a move or something like that, like an actual attack, you're not getting anything. So it's good to know. Does look cool though. And that's about it for the basics. In this variation, you also have the Shokan Snag, which lets you yank your opponent out of the sky for some much better damage. And this 2-1 that I was talking about, it allows you to do that. Because your opponent's got to be there for it. So you can make that combo work. If they're just jumping in, just yank them out of the sky. And if you amplify it, you get more damage. My sprinkler's going off. I just told it not to go off today. It doesn't love me. Alright. So that's the Shokan Snag. And that's the only other thing in this, I guess. Really? Huh. That's the only other thing here in this particular variation. I do like this variation because this is an armor break, which means you're about to get some pretty good damage. It's one that deals damage and does not combo. Like Spawn has one that I think combos pretty well. This one just does more of a damage deal. If you think your opponent's gonna do that spin out combo breaker, go ahead and hit him with that grab. Rocket. Now let's take a look at the next variation, the Deadly Dragon. Deadly Dragon is one I need to learn more. I'm working on it, but you know, it's not coming as well as I'd hoped. Deadly Dragon takes out a lot of the air snags and all that kind of stuff, and it adds the shields, your shield attacks. Yeah, okay. First and foremost, you get this shield you can throw instead of your fireball. A little slower, but it is a mid, and it has the benefit of if you hold it, it'll eat your opponent's projectiles. I want to say there is a crushing blow that goes with it. There is. So if it eats a projectile while it's in the air, you get 170 more damage. Sorry, 180. But it doesn't work very much on people like Apocalypse because he doesn't have a projectile to eat. So there's that. Then you have the Dragon Charge. Shield to the face. Doesn't do a lot of damage. Can be amplified to be a combo starter. Oops. Ta-da! It's not great, but it does have some pretty impressive distance. It's pretty quick. And if you catch them, not that far. Okay. About a half screen. And if you catch them, you get your own comment. So I would advise, if you're gonna do this, don't do it after doing the 2-1s, because it kind of pushes the opponent back a little bit more, and it makes it a little more difficult to get your combo going. But on any other screen, you should be fine. Ooh, can I do that? Nope. Let me try one thing right there. Walk up a little bit. One second, experimenting. Ooh! Got some combos we can do. But I can do that. Sorry, hang on. I'm geeking out for a second. One more time. One more time. I messed it up. Okay. You also get this one, which is the Spinning Dragon. Pretty good startup, 14 frames. Not, if you do the third hit, Triggers on the third amplified spinning dragon hit. Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. If you amplify it, you get pretty good blocking to hit. Get you right at about neutral. See if we can't figure this out. 311 instead of 97 there. Oh, 42. So the crushing dragon is better as your combo ender or combo extender. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you can do some work. Dang it. There we go. Almost 40% damage. Not bad. But that's what you get for these two. For this particular variation. I like it, but because it's less grabby, you still do get your armor breaker in Untamed Fury. But everything else you gotta work a little hard. This Sheeva is more of a grappler, or more of a striker than a grappler. Which is fine, no problem. But let's take a look at the third and final variation. I'm gonna take me a sip of water right quick. Pretty good agua. In this variation, Sheeva this is probably my favorite one because it does add a couple of things. You still get, you don't get Untamed Fury anymore, so you lose your armor break. Instead, you get this. This is actually a really cool attack. And you get this, which is a low grab move. You can do things like this. Now that they know the overhead's coming, you just swoop them. Amplify to apply bleed, making them do damage when they move. This one's not moving, so you can't see, but you get the point. Now, if your opponent is crouching or in the air, the command throw works, so you can amplify that to get more bang for the buck. Ooh, can I do that? Okay, so you can't big combo it, but ooh, I bet I can do that though. Oh, I can't. Whee! I love this character, I'm sorry. It upsets me. Ooh, I can't do that though. So you do still get your stomp, so you can do stuff like this. I messed it up. Oh, I guess I can't. Not as good as I wanted it to be. Either way, that's one. Those are her two big things in this. AI option. Custom movement duck. There we go. Y'all saw me do that. Duck. There we go. So if your opponent likes to duck, punish that. And if you got the meter, you can get a full combo out of it. So. Or if they're not ducking, just grab them. If they like to block high, you can do a combo and grab them. And that makes it work too. Like I can go straight into it. Or I can... Everywhere they expect the overhead, just take it out of it. I love this variation mainly for that. Keep your opponent guessing and on their toes. You also get one of the coolest moves in the game, the Death March. If you do the full march, you get the crushing blow. But it's a mid. I'm sorry, that's a high. A high. A low. No, not a low. A high, a mid, I think. It costs a meter. Or the overhead. For just 1 meter. So you end up with stuff like this. That's never going to work that way, but you get the point. And you can do that mid combo. Like, this is always available, but being able to do it mid combo is pretty good. I can't, my fingers won't, my phalanges. So, that's a cool thing. You can also, I think there's a cancel. That's how you extend it and get your crushing blow. There is a cancel, yeah, okay. Does take a defensive bar. They are really big on those cancels. So when you get your opponent, you got all kinds of options you can work with. Queen's Punishment is great. Battle Scars is the one that you pick them up. Queen's Punishment is the one for the low. There isn't a way. Just throw them on the other side if you'd like to. I don't think it can be done with the... Okay, it can't be done with the amplification. Which, I don't know if I said it again, but does cause for bleeding. So you got options. You got a whole lot of options with Sheeva that you may not, you may or may not like. Let me do this. I'm just gonna do this. I'm sorry. I enjoy this. While this is not a special just yet, you probably saw this in the trailer. If you saw the Sheeva trailer. And it's really neat, and I kind of hope they find a way to implement. So when you do this, you can cancel, I think. Yeah. Oops. Special move. Is there a cancel? Yeah, okay. And it doesn't cost any meter. But what you get is, for every button, front kick, back kick, away kick, front kick, back kick, front punch, back punch, you get a fireball. That can combo. Or you can amplify and get that slow moving fireball that hits as a mid. Let's see if I can do this. Nah, okay. Can't get that lucky. That's a really neat thing they have there. Works out very well. You can throw them all quickly, or you can stagger them. It's not bad. I actually kind of like that. It's a nice aesthetic. But long and short of it, that is our Sheeva. I personally, again, prefer the third variation, the Mean Queen, because to me, the Mean Queen is the best one for instilling fear into your opponents. They have to kind of have an idea of what you're going to do next, and you have all kinds of options to get around that. You can go low, you can make it combo, CD if you want to. There's so much you can do. stack that bleed on them. You have all kinds of options. I highly recommend giving Sheeva at least a try. I can tell you right now, you're probably going to run into some hatred. A lot of people do not like Sheeva right now, mainly because of the teleport stomp and the earth shaker. Neither one of them are that big of a deal. Let me do this. Record Garrus just walking, right? That's it. Whoops. Man. It's not gonna let me do it. But for whatever reason, it wants me to go back and forth. But if Garrus just keeps on walking, I miss. A lot of times you'll still miss. So don't trip too much about it. I know a lot of people don't like her, like I said, right now, because people are still learning her and learning how to fight against her. It's not really that big of a deal. It's really not. Picking up Sheeva is pretty fast and easy. You just gotta kind of take your time and stuff like that when you start doing your combos. Take your time. Make sure your moves come out. Don't feel like you're rushing it, because the more you press buttons, the better chance that you missing your combo and cursing me. Either way, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. We're going to get more gameplay to you coming up. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Peace out.